Okay, now let's analyze the situation of certain comparison operators. So these comparison operators generally act upon two operands, or definitely with based on the certain conditions, and it returns a Boolean value of true or false. Now, if we are encountering this equivalence operator, it exactly checks for the exact equivalence between the two operands. For example, if A is exact equivalent to B or not. So in this example, A 35 is exactly equivalent to B. That is because both are 35. Now there can be a situation where both the operands are not exactly being equivalent. So we want to exactly they to be the contradictory. They want to be they don't want to be the equal. They want to be just unequal ones. So we have a symbol called exclamation followed by equal to. So in this case, if the two operands are exactly not equal, then the Boolean value of true will be returned, otherwise false. Now for this case, we have 35 is not equivalent to that 34. So this is exactly true. So this is going to return true value, otherwise false. There can be a situation where the first operand is being greater than the second. Now for this case, we have to say that if the first is being left operand is being greater than the second right operand, then a Boolean value of true is being returned. For example, 34 is greater than 12. So the Boolean value of true is returned in this case. Now there can be a situation where the second operand is greater than the first one. That means left operand is less than the right operand, or we can say right operand is greater than the less operand. So in this case, the Boolean value of true will be returned. For example, 25 is less than 90, or in other words, we can say 90 is greater than 23. So in this case, the Boolean value of true will be returned. Now there can be a situation where the first operand being greater than or equal to the second. In this case, the left operand has to be greater than, or it can be even equal to the second one. Then a Boolean value of true will be returned. For example, if A is greater than or equal to B, now 23 is greater than or equal to 12 is true. So there can be situation also where 23 is less greater than or equal to 23. That is also a true Boolean value of true will be returned. Otherwise not. Now in case the second operand, that is right hand side operand is greater than this or equal to the left hand side operand. In this case also it will be returning true value. Boolean will return will be true. For example, 56 is greater than or equal to 34, or in other sense we can say 34 is less than or equal to 56 is true, or even we can say 34 is less than or equal to 34 is also true. In that both the cases it is going to return a true value. Now let's analyze the situation with the help of a simple Visual Studio Code. So we visit the Visual Studio Designer window. Now yeah, we have assigned A and B to be 23 and 67 in the first case. Now the Boolean C's we have declared, initialized, just for the purpose of returning based on the condition of this 2 being greater than or less than whatever it is. Now in this first case, we have assigned for the property of A is being greater than B. So this is a contradictory because the second one is greater. So it has to, this statement has to return a false value. Now the 67 is greater than second operand is greater than the first. So this statement is going to return a true value. Now based on, we have changed the values of A and B in this statement. So we can go for a different declaration of the same. So based on this, we are checking for the equivalence of the two. So in this case, it has to be true value. So we are changing the labeling. It's true because both the things are happening to be true. So in this case, in the third case also, we can we have here we are exactly looking for not equivalence. So this is true because this is false because both are untrue here. So this is false. Now we can go for the last option. We can write the statement and followed by here A is greater than or equal to B. We are looking for being is less than or equal to B. And here the situation will be true actually because here it rightly satisfies the condition. A comma B comma. See, we have to be very careful about the formatting and the order of representation. Otherwise, you are going to get a wrong answer for it. You have to replace it in after the logic is been done. So we have to change the symbols. Here it is true. Now we can change the situation now. We can limit A is equal to B. And we can put the same condition. we look for not equivalence. Hence, it has to say not equivalence. That will be true. And what else can satisfy? It's going to be true. There can be a situation in the next one where we can give the comparison of A is less than or equal to B. So in this case, I can give A equal to 23 and B equal to 23. So here it is looking for even the equivalence value, hence it will be true. Okay, now let's go for the building option and check out for the build-up issues now. We are waiting for the compilation for, we can see it will be succeed. Let's free for the compilation issues now. We go for the start button and go for the debugging session of the page. So you go for the share of the page where exactly the outputs are available. Now we can analyze each after the other one after the other. So A is 23 and B is 67. So A is greater than B is definitely false. If we are getting the right result. And A is 23 and B is 67. A is less than or equal to B is true. Definitely second is greater. That is true. A is equivalent to B. That is 34 and 34 they are the same. Hence it's giving true. Now in this case, this is false because 34 and 34 not equivalent is false because it is giving exactly the same things. 31, 34 same. Hence it has to be equal. This is false. Now if A is 23 and B is 67, and this is also true because second one is greater. This is true. Now A is not equivalent to B because 34 and 45, they are not exactly not equal. Hence it is true. Now we have considered 23 and 23. A is less than or equal to B because it checks also for equivalence. Hence it is true. So we have analyzed all the different kind of comparison operators.